I'm way more festive than you are today.
I am not festive at all.
Day 14.
Welcome to the Bourbon Band's 2023 Advent Whiskey Tournament, presented by Bull Run Distillery and their extensive award-winning line of craft spirits.
Day 14. Welcome to the Bourbon Band. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
And today we are drinking one thing the same and one thing different. What do we got in front of us today?
Sure, in the super good glass, so the glass on our right, number 16. And in your glass, you have number 31. And in my second glass, I have number 14.
Fantastic. Well, the glass on our rights, glass number 1 here, is lighter than glass number 2 for both of us. But we're going to have to set the color aside today because glass number 1 actually knocked out Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel last time. We thought it was going to be a slam dunk for the darker colored whiskey. We've learned our lesson. Let's get to the nose.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a tasty matchup.
I think so too.
She was beautiful.
Just lovely.
I kind of can't wait to taste her again to see what it was.
It's just a complete whiskey smell over here. And I don't know what it is. I mean, this could be a single malt on the nose.
True.
I remember it being a bit deceptive on the nose in round 1, so...
It kind of smells like a s'mores to me today.
A little bit. I'm going to leave it there. Let's get on to glass number 2.
Ooh.
You like yours, huh?
Well, it's more forthcoming in the notes.
The heck did I choose?
Yeah, it's very... Oh, we're drinking different things. I forgot. Mine
What
is...
in the world?
Mine is very bright. I'm sure there's oak and stuff, but it's like a strawberries and cream dessert over here.
This is delicious. The cat is on a tear.
I love it.
Let's get to it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I hope we don't have two winners matched up, but that happened in a different round where I was like, man, both of these should go.
Oh man, this is delicious.
Wow.
It's still really good, and it's still super uber flavorful. Yeah.
I can't, like, my cheeks actually kind of hurt already that I'm smiling, and it's just been a second.
Why is this whiskey so good? What in the heck is it?
It's a little bit thin, but those flavors are a joy. Vanilla, caramel, a little smoke, a little marshmallow. I don't know. It's just yum.
Yeah, it's charred, vanilla-coated, caramel apples. Oh, it's just crazy satisfying.
It is. There's something a little darker on the finish. Man.
It's a vanilla bean. It's not an overly sweet finish. It balances out beautifully. There's some, like, frosting on the palate.
Yeah.
And then it goes into that earthiness on the finish. There's something about this flavor profile that is just crushing my palate. I love it.
It really is delicious. I haven't given any flavor notes. I think at this point I'm just going to sit and enjoy these because I obviously picked it for a reason. This one is delicious. Mm-hmm. I think that it has a nice mouthfeel. Even though I think it does drink a little thin, this is a contender.
Yeah, I'm nervous now. I was wondering if maybe I was up for the challenge today. I thought I was. I didn't sleep real well last night, and now I'm wishing I'd slept better. Because this is going to take everything to make a decision.
All your brain power?
Exactly. Let's cleanse our palates. We'll get on to glass number 2.
Gosh, this is lovely too. Yep, this is...
Nuttiness and fruitiness.
Oh, that's why I eliminated that glass.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, this is going to be tough.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's really tasty.
I've got cherries on this one. There's a little syrupiness to this one, but nice oak. The proof doesn't scream super high proof to me on this one either. A little bit of tobacco sticks around on the finish.
The finish does not last very long on this. Not compared to glass number 1. But the flavor that's there is delightful. Yeah, I'm going back for more of this. That one hit my palate really well too. That's great.
What's fun about this is that I know that you eliminated glass number 2, and I'm like, why would he do that? But then I also did the same for you.
Yeah,
and
because I'm really enjoying glass number 2.
I know, and I'm really enjoying it too, and I'm like, what am I missing?
Oh yeah, that smells delightful. I can see. I bet that was a tough matchup for us in round 1.
Well, I wanna...
I know. It's troublesome. I knew this was going to be a tough matchup when I saw whiskey number 16 coming back into the matchup here, just because I remember how tough it was in round 1. It's just as tough now because it doesn't strike me as the type of thing that should go the distance in this tournament.
I know, it doesn't.
It seems like there's going to be so much better whiskey out there.
Yeah.
But as soon as it hits your lips, you realize this is way better than you give it credit for on that first look. And it is interesting. It's unique. It stands out in a big way.
What I'm worried about with glass number 1 is it too one note. Like now that butterscotch is really overtaking my palate.
It's butterscotch and green apple. Perfect for sort of the fall season.
Totally.
A little weird in this season. Yeah. Not that should really play a part. We're still just trying to
I'd still eat them.
I know. We're still just trying to pick out flavors that we like. Glass number 1 doesn't coat as well. But glass number 2, the finish doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
So not only are we going totally by palate preference today, but it's really hard to check that box of like which one's just a better whiskey doing the intangible things or doing the tangible things, I suppose. That's not easy here either.
Also, shout out to Peach Coke because we're drinking different things today. I mean, one of them's the same, but everything you said there, I was like, yeah, same with my glass number 2 because they were competitors in the first round. So even though we're not drinking the same things, I think some of the things we don't like about them are similar.
Yeah, well matched.
I might have to dig into our reserves on this one.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I don't know if one glass is going to be enough here. Ooh. The brown sugar on glass number 2 is a very, very nice flavor.
I have nothing left in my glasses.
Same?
And I don't have a decision. Pure chili fashion, I had to go back for more.
It took us until day, what are we on, 14?
Yeah.
For
any refills?
For you to go into overtime.
And I've been doing a 3/4 of an ounce.
Yeah.
Versus 1 ounce, which I think we've done in the past. So I've done fairly well this tournament, considering how indecisive I am. 2020 me, that's when we started the tournament, right?
That is right.
Okay. This would have been a no-brainer. But now I'm pulling these apart a little bit more.
Look how you've grown.
Not really. I still just go with my heart.
That is fair. I have a decision here. I'm ready to go.
And I think I'm ready as well. 1,
2, 3. Wow. I thought for sure it was going to be me going for glass 1 and you going for glass 2 when we started today. And look at this.
My glass number 2 is more layered and complex. I think it's probably more aged. It definitely has a higher proof, I would think. There was just a few things about it that I wasn't crazy about. Like there was a little bit of a cough syrup note there. There was a little bit of spiky flavors. I couldn't say that about glass number 1. Do I think that this is an all-around better bourbon whiskey? I can't say that. Like, it's a bit one note.
Sure.
But those notes are so wonderful. The butterscotch and the cream and, the sugariness and just a baby hint of oak. I had a little tobacco on the finish. I really liked it. There was nothing I could say that I didn't like about it, and there was things I could pick apart about my glass number 2.
I honestly didn't have anything bad to say really about either one. The finish on glass number 2 was a little bit lacking. The mouthfeel on glass number 1 was just a touch lacking. That was it.
Yeah.
And so for me, it came down to which one brings a little bit more excitement for me. And that means that whiskey number 14 is now eliminated, and we can find out what in the heck it is.
Oh, I forgot. I always forget that, one of them has to go, right?
Somebody's out the door here, and in this case, it is whiskey number 14. We're going to grab that envelope and be right back.
I will say, whatever I moved forward is not for everybody.
Oh, I would agree with that completely.
It is not for people that don't want a sweet whiskey. It is heavily butterscotch. We just,
What do you got there?
You eliminated this in the first round.
What is it? I don't know.
It is Teresa Martinez. I feel so bad where your bottles are going
Another
out.
Teresa one?
I know.
Jeez, how many did you give us, Teresa? You're so generous. Crazy generous in this tournament.
It is 100 proof, so I thought it was a little bit stronger than that one. I thought no more than 100. It's E.H. Taylor small batch.
That explains the strawberries and tobacco.
Yeah.
Wow. Taylor small batch out of the tournament.
I kind of feel bad.
Wow. Well, I mean,
I do feel bad about it because what the heck's the glass number 1? And then I'm like, oh boy.
Well, that makes me wonder what have I got.
Unsubscribed.
What have I got in glass number 2 here?
I know at least I moved it forward to the second round.
Buffalo Trace bottles in general, a lot of times you're getting a very nice, palatable, incredibly tasty whiskey, but that doesn't always mean it's going to be the most complex whiskey on the table. It doesn't always mean that it's going to have the most layers to peel back and explore. And the more we grow as whiskey drinkers, I think the more we're finding different things are interesting to us. Again, we don't know what's on the table here. A huge thank you again to everybody who submitted things for us to taste here in this holiday Advent tournament, because it has been an unbelievably tasty ride for all of us, and there's nothing left on the table. So I guess it's time for us to say, from wherever we are,
to wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can't wait to learn what's in glass number 1.